31 reef balls were lowered at the M2 Reef. Just off in the Gulf of Mexico, about 7 miles offshore. This is the project that you see right there. It's the M2 Reef, but now known as the Tom Wallen Reef, who is passed away in 2006 of cancer, and this is the reef balls that they make. It cost $70,000 to release those 31 reef balls, and it's all in memory of Tom Wallen, who's been big-time angler here and taking care of fisheries and making sure that it's sustainable, as well as that's his son right there who now runs Walt's Seafood. That is Brett Wallen, and he does this every year. They put on a big fundraiser to raise money to do this. It's amazing the cost at $70,000 for that. And again, it looks like they have a big event coming up on the 20th of May. That's the 20th of May at Walt's from noon until 6 to raise more money to do it again.
Wow.
So he's been doing it since 2006, and it's really getting big, and it helps sustain the fisheries around here. And their generation, I think they started in 1908, his family.
I think I did
fishing.
A story on that last
1908,
year. And it's amazing
pretty
what
amazing.
it can do for the reefs.
Oh yeah, and on that last reef ball that you saw there, he had his plaque on there, and some of the ashes, the remaining ashes, were also in that reef. So this is another big angler here. He's going to be huge. Cortland Hunt catching this big snook. This was sent in by Captain Scott Moore. Appreciate that photo. And the photo before it, I wanted to show you this if I can. We'll see if it shows up here. I wanted to show you this photo because I told people about it. This was caught in a retention pond, a 36-inch snook. That's fresh water.
I know.
I talked to, again, Nate Brennan, who is a scientist out there at Moat Marine at the Aquaculture Park, and he says that sometimes it can happen on high tide coming through the drains. The snook can get in there. They aren't able to reproduce in fresh water, but they can get big, as we saw right there. And then Captain Johnny Long, again from the Long Ranger Charters, bringing in this for his guests, 26 and 41-pound kingfish. And last but not least, Coach Steve Herrick out there with his client, Ed Pruitt, catching this big drum. So the fishing going good. And
looks good out there.
It looks to be pretty good over the weekend.
I'm still so surprised by that snook in the fresh water.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Story.
Right.
All right, thanks, Bob.